Hello guys, welcome to my stream, and let's continue working on this character. So we started working on her previously, and still I'm trying to improve on the likeness. So I have few things that I have to do. First, I want to update the head inside of Marm's tool bag just to see how it looks now with all the modification that's been done so far. And yeah, so I'll be jumping back and forth, and also like keep working on the eye, because I have the eye, so I need to work more on that. And yeah, and maybe eventually we will be doing some of the head displacement map, but that's kind of dependent on how much we progress, how much time we have for today, and it depends. Like I sometimes get sucked in the modification, like trying to nail some of the likeness if possible, because again, like this is my highest priority for the most part. So we'll see how it goes. So let's just jump to the highest division. And because I've been lately doing a lot of modification, but I haven't updated the layer, right? So I wish that they will add for the layer something similar to this, where you can change the number of the visible subtools. So yeah, I wish they will do something similar, but for the layer. Again, if if Maxon and the Zbrush team is if they ever end up watching me, if they're watching me now, please give us ability to expose more layers instead of using this. And yeah, give us more more ways to expose more layers. So here we'll add a new layer, and actually before I add, I want to just see what does this hold in terms of information. I do believe this have this is way. So some modification on the head, I guess, and probably on the neck, and because I did some stuff there, here and there. So, and let me just actually check. Yeah, my audio is relatively okay. Okay, so I hate when that happens. So it's telling me it's not gonna record. And yeah, so we have some coloring. Let's just turn it off. And I hate that. Don't keep giving us this shit. Let me actually do it as a morph target, because this would be annoying. So let's just go where it is. Morph target. Delete store, and let's just go one layer up. And yes, so we'll use the morph target to switch instead. So actually I have buttons here for the morph target. Let me just find it. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so before and after. So this is the new, and so we have, yeah, as you can see, we have some stuff being done in the stomach area, like the abdomens, and even here, when you look at this, some changes in the proportions. I think even, yeah, see the butt there. I haven't done much to the hands at that stage. see. So the feet, I guess also like the feet, we have some changes on them happening. Let's see. Yeah. So made it thinner, which is a good thing. And we gave like the toes more variety and more personality, I guess. Hey man, let Harry man. So yeah, we did not do we haven't done anything on the hands, which is fine. Let me see, do I have anything done to the back? The butt, yeah, we actually defined the crotch area more, which I hope this can like give it more realism. Like we dropped the butt a little bit down, which again also that helped. We kind of like gave the butt more definition. We deepened like the crack, you know, because it felt like too shallow. I think like here is still like we need to do some tweaks, because I feel like this is more like again from the shading it looks a little bit too mechanical, kind of not mechanical, but I guess like, you know, you hopefully you know what I'm trying to talk about. Here like I don't care much, like this is not an actual hair, so I'm not gonna be like I'm not gonna be worried about this. Maybe I'll just like do like a quick, you know, a quick adjustment, nothing serious about this. How's your progress, Monolith? Have you done any work on your character? Am I doing it symmetrical? Yeah, it is symmetrical, because for now, again, I don't want to bother with the hair making it asymmetric. And anyway, this is just a placeholder. I want to increase the intensity just for now. Let me just quickly switch to this, and it will drop the intensity. I just want to control like the roundness down there. I want it to be more flat-ish. Working on a face, I found a tutorial on YouTube for anatomy, but it's for drawing, so maybe I can apply some of it to 3D. Actually, anatomy is irrelevant, like unless like the guy is doing like a proper anatomy, it should be fine. So that, like again, there is not like, of course, like you can, like someone who do like sculpting and 3D can make like anatomy, you know, YouTube or course or something, and he would be, you know, more specific in certain aspect, but in general, as like, you know, like the knowledge of it and whatnot, like there is not much difference between anatomy for like having anatomy for, it doesn't matter, like anatomy for like there isn't something called anatomy. Like if you buy, I know it's called like anatomy for a sculptor, but technically it can be used by anyone else. And even like many of the images on that book is just, you know, they're meant to be just, you know, for artists in general. Again, I'll do my best. Hopefully like by then And I don't think like even by then like hopefully you will watch it. I'll work on my own version of such course or tutorial on YouTube, and maybe in the future that might even evolve into like a full course or something like that. But at least like there's gonna be a version of it on YouTube which is free, so I'll do that. And yeah, and I think what I wanted to say, like it doesn't matter if you already watched something. Like technically you should like look at as much as you can when it comes to anatomy. I don't like what's going on in the hair there. Let me just see. Like the cut of the hair there looked weird. And it could be also like the scalp there. That's like the good thing when you have hair. It makes you realize that maybe certain areas in your design, like the volume of the skull, maybe it's not as accurate. What's the name of the channel that you end up watching the anatomy course, or the anatomy video? I follow a lot of like channels, but YouTube always like there's always a new actor, like new actors on YouTube always. And sometimes like you find hidden gems, like people who are not like really well known on YouTube, and in many cases those are the best YouTubers, or at least like the best in such topic, because technically the best YouTuber is the YouTuber who have more, the one who have more views, the one who's successful at making, playing the YouTube game. Again, like it's not as easy as that, like monolith. There is a lot of things that plays in like what makes a good tutorial and what doesn't make a good tutorial, and even like what makes a successful tutorial, because like don't underestimate like the power of actually, when it comes to learning like basic anatomy, no, like just learn it from male or female. It's just like you want to learn, like there is like this one thing, like it can be summed in one video, like differences between male and female. Of course, like female are softer, but like the most important of them when it comes to female would be fat deposits and proportion. So for example, like a female hip is wider and shorter and tilted more than a male hip, or pelvis, let's call it in this case. And for example, like the head, like especially in the head, like the skull of a woman is slightly different, and you can even like just like look up on YouTube, or even like not YouTube, on Google, or just go to one of the scanning website and just like find like images for a female skull and a male skull. Of course, try like stick with a Caucasian or European male and female, because most of the time you'll end up doing those. And usually people, when they talk about like beauty standard and like the difference between a man and a woman, they talk about it from that ethnicity. Now, in many other ethnicities, not much different. So if we're talking about like Latin and Indian, for example, and Middle Eastern, they're very similar to the European. Like those who are slightly different would be African, especially like the Mid and South African, and Asian. Those usually like the a little bit like there is like noticeable differences. But when you go like for like Middle Eastern, European, Latin, like and Latin, I'm talking about Latin like Spanish in this case, Hispanic, and like these kind of countries. North Africa also like would be kind of like similar, not much difference. Of course there's always variation, like maybe wider noses, thinner noses, but it's not as noticeable. Yeah, I have plans. Look, if I tell you my plans and like the thing that I want to eventually do, you'll think of me as, delusional, right? And again, like these are just like talk, right? They don't count until they become reality. But like in terms of like future plans or wishes, I want to make courses. I want to become like an independent creator. I want to get like free myself from like the employment system. And eventually like I want to be like like I want to be like a positive force. Again, this is a cliche. But like I want, for example, like you, me, I don't know exactly where you are, Monolith, but like people who don't live in like a place where you have like a strong presence in the industry. Of course, like I'm not gonna be like hiring everyone or like helping everyone, but I want to be like among that wave that would, help people break free from, like the limitation of the current system. Because I feel like it's unfair, like if you just live in selected countries, and like when you look out there, like many countries manage to do like very decent change when it comes to that. For example, like Poland is one of those I would consider like fairy tale. Maybe again, like I haven't like dug deep into why that's the case. Maybe like there was already like a focus from like the big giants on that country. They thought of it as a big place, for outsourcing. Maybe like salaries were low and eyes went there. But for me, like I don't know like the story why Poland became like a powerhouse when it comes to making games and stuff, to the level that they are now among like the best when it comes to making games. This is hard, like doing this, because again, it should be like way much more chaotic. and then doing it in geometry for like this need to be like use extra geometry to break it and make it look more realistic. Did you try to apply some of the changes to that body that you showed me previously? I don't want to like get sucked in. Okay, so let me just look at her face. Let's compare it to the image that, you know, like the one that, the problem with the one that I want to, you know, have it as my main reference is she have in that image, she have like her, like again, and that's what I liked about it, is that she have you know, she have bangs, you know, like on her forehead, and it covers a lot of like the detail, unfortunately, so it makes it hard to see like what's going on there when it comes to the forehead, like where the hairline starts. And that's why like I have to look at other references kinda for guidance. I wanna be a rat, crazy I know, but imagine working at a studio. Sure, everyone needs money for basic needs, but doing what you love feels good. Some people live where opportunities don't exist. I wanna be a rat. Doing what you love feel good. Some people live where opportunities don't exist. Yeah, again, this is like the nature of it. You know, like this is how life goes. Not everyone have the chance to be like. Sometimes like it's not even just a skill that prevents you from being there, right? Sometimes like you know, just like the place in the world that you come from makes it much harder for you to get, you know, a working visa. And sometimes like you know, the sentiment in the country that you want to go to, like the sentiment against like immigrants and, you know, foreign you know, like foreign workers, right? adjusted the waist, I fixed the hips, I fixed the bumpy thing you mentioned near the shoulder, near the breast. By right I mean an employee. Yeah, again, I don't find it so wrong. I always wanted to work for a bigger studio, but you know, over time I start, you know, changing my mind about that dream. You know, like I start, you know, just like thinking slightly differently. By the way, again, I'm not like asking you to say it because I know like people like to be private, but again, if it's not like bothering, like are you in Europe, or like just like generically, are you in the US, Europe, or let's say North America, Europe, Asia, monolith? I forgot, like maybe you mentioned that, like in which region of the world. Like you don't need to specify like the exact country, but like are you EU or are you okay, let's take the head first. Like you want to take the head to Maya, right? So head proportion with eyes. Southeastern part of Asia. Oh, nice. That's exotic, man. I love Asia. I love Asia. Like I love Hong Kong. I love China. I love Japan, Korea. I love Singapore. I love even Malaysia. Like I love Malaysia. You know, Vietnam. You know, like I know like Vietnam is not like. Especially if you like think of making money, like in terms of like going there and make money. Of course, not in every field, but I'm talking about like just being a regular employee. Maybe like Vietnam is not like the country, but also like Vietnam have the advantage where they have a lot of outsourcing happen there. Philippines also, there's a lot of outsourcing. Like Philippines is just a little bit like unfortunate. That is like how to say it. You know, like it's a little bit difficult to live in Philippines. Again, no offense or no hate for people from the Philippines. Actually, I feel like they are in a relatively similar position. Like where I am is not like as, you know, like money-wise, not exactly like the Philippines. It's much better, I would say. But it's just like, again, opportunities like to have your dream job. It's not just about women and men, to be honest. For me, like it's like how they manage to, you know, move the needle forward in terms of like, you know, put their countries on the map. So you see a lot of like production, a lot of like industries, you know, emerging from these areas. Like if you go like 20-30 years ago, many of these countries were almost non-existent on the map in terms of like, you know, a contributor. That's what I mean. And plus, like again, like there is something nice about these areas. It's kind of like it's modern and like it is modern and I forgot like the word I wanted to say, like you know, like they keep their heritage and at the same time they modernize in a way that does not, you know, clash too much. Okay, so let's just find, there it is, that's the file that we want. Let's just jump there. Okay, so that's the head we're working with, but I want to send the one from Zbrush. So I'm just move her image there. So I want to send that head, so I'll just go here and select this. Maybe yeah, this is good enough. and this will be too heavy. Let's just drop it to, yeah, Division 3 is good enough. It holds a lot of the detail. It's 91. Actually, let's try Division 4 and see how that goes. Yeah, that's good. Let's just hit export. So where is the file for ZBrush? Nope. We want to from ZBrush hit reference 4. Okay, so let's go back to Maya. Let's import that head. OBJ from ZBrush. Okay, came. No. I get like my fix about these kind of things from other YouTube channels. You know, like you know, like when you just watch other YouTube channels, you end up like, you know, and probably like I should, because you know, like we need to be concerned about like our field, right? But again, let me guess. They announced like the, you know, like the categories that, you know, they got the awards, right? Like they already picked the winners of each category, right? Again, from what I hear, like this year, probably many of them were given to the, you know, what's called, you know, like that French game. Claire, Expedition 33. I guess many of them. Yeah, there it is. Actually, like, I went like just to look up like the name of the game, and it's actually showed me there. I didn't want to cheat, but 33 wins Game of the Year at the Game Award. Just like went for Expedition. Wow. Is it maybe like this nomination? Let's just check. But this is like 14 hours ago. To absolutely nobody's surprise, Claire has just won Game of the Year at the Game Award 2025, beating out Hades, Silksong, Death Stranding 2, and more. 2025 might not have had as many undeniable bangers as the last few years, but it still had plenty of great games to celebrate over the last 12 months. Tonight's Game Awards showcase pretty much marks the end of the gaming year, as well as giving us a chance to see which release comes out on top as the ultimate Game of the Year. This year nominee for Game of the Year include Donkey Kong, Hollow Knight, Silksong, Death Stranding, blah blah blah. Okay, I think like the number 33 is the name. Sorry, my bad. I read like 33 wins instead of Expedition 33. That's like the confusion there. I got like 33 wins. Yeah, again, it is understandable. Like that was the game that won. And then just Game of the Year. Not Game of the Year, like what's it called, like the Game Awards 2025. Let's just look up like the list quickly. And okay, so Best Family Game, Donkey Kong, Innovation and Accessibility, Doom. Best Esport Game, Counter-Strike 2. Best Esport Athlete, Chovy, I don't know what that is. Best esport team, Team Vitality, Counter-Strike 2. Best mobile game, Ume Musume, the one with the the girl, like the horse girl, right? I guess that's it, right? Best independent game, Claire Obscure Expedition 33. Best adaptation, The Last of Us Season 2. But The Last of Us, it wasn't this year, right? I again, I don't know how they can put some games as this year when they're not, right? And for that, I'm baffled, or again, I'm wondering why they haven't included Street Fighter 6 as one of the fighting in the fighting game. I know it came out 2023, I guess 2023. But then when you think of it, the game is among the best, the most played fighting game, and the most successful so far at the moment. Yeah. So best action game had Hades 2. Best performance, Jennifer English Expedition 33. Games for Impact, South of Midnight. Best ongoing game, No Man's Sky. Best audio design, Battlefield. Content creator of the year, best fighting game, Fatal Fury. Come on. Okay, I know, because the Street Fighter wasn't there, so they have to pick one. And to be honest, without Street Fighter in the picture, yeah, probably this the best one. Most anticipated game, Grand Theft Auto 5. Again, when you think of it, Fatal Fury, City of the Wolves, it got dropped by not got dropped by, it lost it lost its appeal among the player. People dropped it way too early. You'd assume, although they try to spend so much money on it in the esports section, they have 2 million, or I guess a million, first place prize. Most anticipated game, Grand Theft Auto 6. Game changer, girl make games. I don't know, I don't think this is a game. I think this is just a fighting game. I know is MK, Street Fighter, Guilty Gear. Yeah, but MK is kind of messed up now. It is the what's called I forget the name of the company, but I know it. But they kind of they fucked it up, I guess. Best action adventure game, Hollow Knight. Best art direction, Claire. Best sim strategy game, Final Fantasy Tactics. Best debut indie, Claire. Again, that's unfair. This is way bigger than an indie, but again, it's an indie. Best score and music, Claire. Best sport racing, Mario Kart. Best community sport, Baldur's Gate. Best community support, not sport. Best VR AR game, The Midnight Walk. Best RPG, Claire. Player voice, Wuthering Waves. Best narrative, Claire. Best multiplayer arc, Rider. Best game direction, Claire. Game of the year, Claire. Yeah, but then again, you feel it does have in my head when people say indie, you'd imagine no more than maybe 4 to 5 developer. But Claire, I guess they have 30 developer at least at a time, and sometimes went more than that, I guess. I could be wrong, but at least I heard something like that. Of course, it didn't start like that, but started way less. But eventually they the core team got big. I can't say it does or don't Donkey Kong, because I haven't played it, to be honest. It could be nice, it could be bad, who knows. Is it Switch 2? I guess, yeah, it's Nintendo Switch too. I guess it's a family game, right? It's a fun game for the family. So in that regard, because again, like let's be honest, like we need to look at like gaming as it's not like for us only, it's for all, you know, like all the family. So there are games that appeals for adults, a game like appeal for kids, and games appeal like for, you know, like social playing and whatnot. Okay, let's just do this. Lock selected. And just drop it there. Yep, that's good. And let's just hide this. So I am bringing it here because this is more like this is a more proper as camera. Did I sculpt in 85mm? No, again, like in ZBrush, like I usually don't pay, like usually I'll keep it at 50 because it doesn't matter much, you know. Like sometimes, yeah, I'll like jump it to 85 maybe, but then again, like see 85 and 50, there is not much difference. Like the problem with the ZBrush, like the camera is not like accurate. Right, so if I go like 100, see, like it didn't, like if I change it way too much, like to something like between 400 and 100, yeah, I would see like there's maybe a difference, right? But like if you go between like 30 and 50 and then 80, there's slight difference. So maybe like from 30 to 80, yeah, almost you don't see anything. 10, 0. Again, it's kind of broken there, and I guess because like I have a full body and ZBrush doesn't like it when you have a full body. Yeah, that's the problem, you know, like because again, try to do the calculation from the center or somewhere like from the feet, and so it's kind of like do like a simulation calculation thingy, and that's not accurately what's going on. That's why, like, technically if you're trying to do something that is more finalized, it is a good thing to judge it outside ZBrush. Like, do it in ZBrush. It's just like, don't rely too much on ZBrush to, you know, give you accurate final proportion. You want to always, you know, move like somewhere else, like try like look at it in Maya or Blender or Marmoset Toolbag or Unreal Engine. I made a dog face in 50mm and the other faces with 85 because people in subreddit say to use that one. Now I'm confused how it will look like in Maya or Blender. It shouldn't be that much, you know, like again, if you're trying to nail likeness, that's when it really matters the most. But like I would say, like the difference is not as big as you would think it is. It's gonna be slightly different. It's just like the difference will be much bigger when you turn on and off like perspective completely. Because if you were trying to build it without perspective and you were trying to follow images that do have perspective in them, then yeah, the difference will be, you will see more of that difference. Okay, I'll be with you in like, give me like a couple of minutes. I'll be back. Going from 50 to 85 look absurd? In which sense? It shouldn't be that much difference, to be honest. There is like slight difference, but you know, like with heads, you want to be at least 50. 85 maybe more like it, and more than 85 is still like you know, subjective. You know, some people like to go 120. Some like to go even to 200, right, with the headshot. Some people like it, find it to be much more like more appealing or more handsome, whatever you want to call it. Now the thing is, like if you were trying to look at these, like what matter is like actually the image that you look at. So if the image you're looking at is taken as 85, 120, and blah blah blah. Yeah, and not 3. I'll be back even less than 3, like maybe 1 or 2 minutes. But yeah, hopefully no more than 3. I'll be with you. sorry, it took me a while, probably more than 3 minutes. Okay, so we I didn't like her eyes. I want to like load the correct texture. Just load the correct texture because I just made those so that I can tell like the right from the left. And but if we go to the shader, yeah, this is like that's what we want. Using two. By the way, we need to change the eye how it looks because it's not correct at the moment. So yeah, and actually let me just check what the camera is doing. Yeah, okay. So the focal length we want it to be 85 maybe. But then again, to be honest, like I'm looking at like images from movies, and usually movies uses 50 or 40, right? So like these would be the kind of. But I also like we need to be careful like when we look at those images. In many cases, like they are zoomed in digitally, not zoomed in, but like we're looking at them in full frame. So it's not like we're looking at her from this distance. We're looking at her from a distance like this, right? So if I want to zoom in for that to look decent, we probably need to change the focal. So to be safe, I'll go with, let's say 55. Yeah. And I need to be also like aware that like from an image to another, this value would probably change. Like I don't need to, like I need to be more flexible. I like this image, but then again, like my ultimate goal is to go for this one. And in here, like she's showing, I guess like when she's young, but then again, like she have like her lips sealed, so she have that look. It's just like she can like close her lips. It's not like she have like you know, an overbite. So let me just go here, and I want to take a snapshot from this angle maybe. And what if we go here, and let me just actually export just fine. So this head here is that one. Yeah, actually that's the rule. Like if you want to have like a headshot, I told you some people go as high as 200, but then again, like maybe 200 is a little bit on the extreme end, but you can go 120. I'll actually show you this dude here. His name is Peter Hurley, and Peter Hurley. So he's kind of like you know, a fan of let me show it. So Peter Hurley is not this like Peter Hurley headshots, so not the president or anything, this dude. And this is not his image, but like what is his image? So he kind of like, yeah, this is the dude. So he loved the like his image, not all of them, because again, like I think later on he started using different focal length, but many of his like, you know, main shots, and he's kind of like a celebrity kind of among like photographers, like headshot photographer. So these images here, like many of them are taken as 200 millimeter, right? Again, I can't say like all of them, because I think like later on he changed his setup a little bit, so it didn't stay as 200 all the time, but many of them were taken, like for example, I would assume like maybe this, Although to be honest, like this is, I doubt this 200 because you would see here his ears way more if it was 200. Yeah, see, like there, this is like the regular one, and this is like his lighting setup and stuff, and you can see like more of the ear. So, and like the nose is much smaller, so this is a 200mm. Actually, like watching tutorials in photography, especially like the technical and you know, like how to take like good photos, especially for guys like this dude and like, you know, like the big names, do help in, you know, teach you like you know, like some of like for example, like lighting and like lenses and even like expression and stuff like that, what makes a good expression and stuff like that. So let's export this head. I need to export it again because this is now scaled up. OBJ for tool bag. Is it an FBX? I doubt. Let's see. Yeah, it is an FBX. So this is hit 2, right? Yeah, this is hit 2. Should I overwrite it or should I just add a new one? Because we still have that one. Yeah, we could actually replace it with hit 1 and just look at hit 1. So let's just go there and export it to hit 1. Yes. Just to compare between them quickly. Actually, I want to take it to something like Photoshop. So this now become like the new, and this one become old. And maybe we turn on first new. I want to take like screenshot. Actually, the entire screen. Save it to desktop, and now turn this and let's do why music stop. Print. Yeah. Save. Yes. And if I go to desktop, the current one is the old. So this one, let's call it new, and this one, drag drop, yes, old. Okay, so there is like a noticeable difference. Maybe I overdid it there. I'm not sure. It's just like I haven't yet. I want to find like an image to, you know, just use it as my ultimate reference and, you know, just try to make the character based on it. Camera here is set to 50. only thing that I don't like how it looks here. I don't know why, but I don't like it here. Like the light looks bad. And this is way too flat for my liking. Let me try to turn off the... This looks weird, like in Marmoset is like the worst looking. I don't like how it looks at all in Marmoset. Where can you find it? I don't think there is a scan. Is there? Could be. It's a game model. I mean, Activision does a collab, so it should be a scan, right? I'm not sure, maybe. But what's the game that Activision, like in which game did they include her? This is like the first time. I know there is a guy who made. I'm not sure if that was for a game or not. Like there is, when you look online, there is a guy who made Ana de Armas as, you know, like a 3D model. It's just like, to be honest, like here, I'm not talking about like likeness or anything. It's just like I don't like. I don't know why, but there's like something off about this. Let me actually duplicate the secondary light, right? And I want to kind of like move it to the back there. Yeah, from that angle, and probably like bump it up to, let's try 5. And let's just go behind. And then we have also, let's call this, yeah. This is like the right rem R. I want to make a Control D rem, Control D, and this will be rem L left. And for this one, I'll just move it to that side. Yeah, probably there mostly. And let's just zoom out. And for this one, I'll just select here and change it to rectangle, right? And visible shape, yes. And let's just make it wider. Yeah, there. I don't like how there's, you know, like very little. There's Call of Duty Warzone, and you can search under the Armor's Code Warzone and you'll see the skin. If you need it, I can share the mega folder. Okay, go ahead and share it then. That would be cool. Actually, I know a website, but I'm not sure if they have that website. It's a Russian website where they have like ripped models, but I'm not sure if they have that one. So yeah, it doesn't hurt. Go ahead and share the link. You cannot share it here. Probably go share it on my Discord, because I guess on YouTube they don't allow you know, sharing links, just to keep things safe for, you know. So let's go the Armos, what it's called, Call of Duty skin. Oh, I just see what they did. Yeah, it's cool, but this is like an older, but it's still like, it's nice. I think it's really good. So yeah, it is very good. I'm not sure if they used like a scan or not. We could look it up online though, just to see how they did it. I found this is nice. This is like a Korean dude. Good job, I like it. It's not completely realistic, but it looks nice. It is a cute version of her. Yeah, but again, like, I'm driving myself crazy. What I don't like, to be honest, here isn't like, I'm not happy with the marmoset. That's what I'm not happy with. I'm not freaking happy. Maybe if I turn on, what it's called. Maybe if I turn on ray tracing. Yeah, could be. If I turn on here ray tracing. Let's see. Maybe because, yeah, maybe that's the reason. Because I was using like white for her color. And when it's white, like the reflection is lost. See, like here, and if I take it to white, like things start getting blurred. So technically, like, it would be more like skin color there. Okay, I'll check. Where is my Discord? Yeah, I'll look at it. It's just like this here. Like, thank you for first. Like, thank you for sending it. But like again, it's the same thing that I was, like I was mentioning. I'm trying to create like a younger version of her. This is like more of her in one of her like more recent movies, right? This is for 007, James Bond. But yeah, it looks nice. So I'll download it. Let's just download it. Where is like download? Yep, there. Download as no, not standard. Shit. Okay, I did it to do it properly. Okay, no, it says this is for Ballerina, so it's from her other movie. Again, I watched both of them. she looks old in the .ttf. She's not old, but like again, this is how she looks now. So there's not much difference because like people they don't change much in terms of like how their skull looks like. It's just like for example like creases around like the eyes and things like that usually start getting more defined, and you know like some of the fat bands start thinning, and you would start to see like more of that individual features. Actually, I wanted to see, but like sometimes I like to stop myself from wasting too much time. Let me actually check there. I guess it's in the resources, maybe. Not sure. Or maybe in the. Let me check. Check this. I found someone. He went to lure in people to download his stuff. This is Anna. Like here he added like her actual photo, but this is the 3D model. And it's free. Like he's very generous. This dude. He's given us like her model for printing. I guess it's like this is like I think 3D printing platform. This eye should have like more drop, like it drops more, but I think I need to drop the entirety of the lid with it. Sorry, not the lid, like the eyebrow itself. Like she doesn't have like much space between her lids, and like this distance is really short when you look at it in the images. So let's see. how can we do that? Actually, we have masks, which is, sorry, polygroups, which is a good thing. So I want this to overlap, but here I don't. Actually, no, I'll keep it. So, and now hide. So what I want to do is I want to try and do this at this division, maybe. Yeah, that's maybe fine. Okay, let's just drop this. And anyway, like I want to drop this. I'm not sure how much, but I want to be, like, I don't want to do something too drastic all of a sudden where I break it. So this almost covering most of the lid from this angle. I'll smooth it in a second. I can't see like that angle because her hair is covering, so I'm not gonna go extreme until I'm sure what's going on in there. So let's look at other images where she's not having her hair, like her hair is not covering that section. Let me see the hierarchy there. Yeah, it is parented, that's why. Yeah. So let's just make this bigger just a bit. Yeah, let's move this away. And hide the hierarchy. Let's just look at things. Let me see if I can find a good image when she was relatively younger and with as little. Let's look at her from this angle, kind of. By the way, I'm not sure if you let me check actually the website, because sometimes my stream in OBS like the chat stop updating, so let me just be sure that you're not trying to talk to me while I'm not like seeing the updates, right? So I'll go ahead and mute this and look at, yeah, actually no, there's no new chat, but I guess it's much safer to look at it in the browser instead. Because this way like I see like the actual update of the stream. Sometimes there is one thing that I want to try to do next time. I know like my ultimate goal is to improve my skills when it comes to making like realistic portraits, and like increase my like up my skills when it comes to doing like likenesses. But what I think is that I want I need sometimes to like not always try to do likeness. Sometimes like just do like a character that, of course, like maybe base it on someone's face, but not put not to put on myself like the burden of trying to nail it really. The other day I saw someone who made something, I think it was on LinkedIn, but probably he also like posted on ArtStation. So what he did in that like artwork, he kind of made like a character, and he like call it like a hunter or sniper, whatever. But everyone in the comments were mentioning, by the way, she looks like this and that. So I think like he put a lot of effort to try to get the likeness, but he didn't want to be he didn't want to kind of like restrict his work into just like being judged as a likeness, because if people was just judging it as a likeness, then he will limit the acceptance and like the enjoyment of the character, because people will be like at that point start just like trying to check if there is like an actual likeness or not, and how much of that is there. But then when he didn't, he just like used the likeness, it was there, it was obvious, people were kind of pointing it out. And I think he did a good job, but he did not like call it like a likeness. It was just like another character he was working on, and probably based it on an actual individual. Okay. Raccoon eyes. I'm getting more tired every minute, but I need to resist that urge feeling that I want to go to sleep. I'm fixing symmetry because ZBrush just randomly broke itself. If you have it if your character is in Dynamesh, just use like mirror and dwell. This way just like reinforce it. But if your symmetry got broken because like the entire character just moves away from like the center, and that's another issue. There is there is ways to fix it, by the way. If your character is symmetrical, there is in ZBrush tools that will allow you to bring it back to the center of the scene. Not sure if you're aware of it, but there is ways to do it. By the way, if your character for whatever reason got moved away from the center, scroll down to I think initialize, no, not initialize, to, I think it's geometry position, yeah, here. So make sure that X is 0, because if this moves, the character will, lose its center, right? Undo. So you could just 0 out this value. So if I were to, by mistake, right, see there, like it's already did some changes, but if I moved it there, see the character got moved there, and I could just 0 that out. Of course it's gonna, because the eye was messed up. And another way also, if I move the, like, let me just remove the mask. So if I move this, right, what I could do is just, if this is like symmetrical, this should be in the center. And then if you hit home, this will bring it to the center, and you will regain symmetry again. Like symmetry will be brought back again. The only problem there is that if there's like a link with the file inside of Maya, it's no more in its correct position when you bring it back to Maya. The problem when you work on a female head is that, like, female usually have their hair in many cases covering their face, so it gets kind of sometimes hard to tell, like, if what you're looking at is correct or not. Yeah, the hair does help to frame the head, but I'm talking about, like, when you look at references, like, the hair sometimes, like, won't allow you to see, like, exactly how the face look, because sometimes, like the hair sometimes will be in the way, and sometimes it will frame the head in a certain way. It makes you think that the head is narrower than how it looks in reality, or wider. That's why, like, it will be cool if you can find her in, like, like with her hairstyle raised into a bun, that type of hairstyle. That would be valuable. Oops, I'm doing symmetry. I'm destroying the hell of it. I forgot symmetry turned on. Okay, I don't mind. I'll just go and fix it myself later on. cool thing that I'm now doing it on layers, right? So like at any point, if I felt like, I was overdoing it in this session, we can always go back to before we added this layer, or at least, reduce the intensity of the layer if needed. Okay. It's actually also getting late for me, myself. It's just like, I'm weirdly in the mood to, like, not in the mood to work, but like, I want to progress, what I mean? And I know, like, probably, like, I'll end up just, like, nudging here and there. So it will be just like a subjective progress that you can, debate whether I did anything or not. And, I need to do it a couple of times and get it out of my system and just, probably give up on this and move on. Hopefully move on within the same project, not to another project, and try finalize it, even though maybe it's not exactly where I want it to be. So yeah, have a good day, man. Good night. Later. Thanks for thanks for joining the stream, and thanks for the 3D model that you sent me. Actually, this is gonna be the opposite, I guess. Okay guys, that's it for today's stream, and yeah, probably I'll be streaming more in the coming days, but for today, that's it. We've been streaming around 2.5 hours, something like that. I'm not sure exactly how much. Actually, almost 3 hours. Almost 3 hours, yeah. Okay, that's it for now. Have a good day and see you tomorrow, probably again. Most likely not tomorrow, but I'll see. I'll try my best. But if it's not tomorrow, probably either Sunday, more like Monday, yeah. So maybe tomorrow, like there's small, like slim chance. The stream will be, like I'll have a stream tomorrow, but most likely it will be Monday.